Marcus Thorne, the Cueist Guide. He is one of the newer survivors and he's been played quite a lot in the tournament scene, so I think it's a great time to put out his guide. We're not going to be talking about the external trait in the beginning like we usually do. We're going to put it towards the back where it's going to make much more sense. So right on to his abilities. Contact points. Cueist can place contact points anywhere around the map. Consecutive contact points will automatically connect unless the domain is closed or a certain amount of time has passed, or after the fourth contact point has been placed. Connected contact points must be 4 meters apart and must be within 35 meters. The charge duration is 12 seconds and the charge count is 3, and you start with 3 contact points at the beginning of the match. As you can see, the hunter is going to be placing the first contact point. And we're just going to show you the distance, 35 meters. That's the furthest it can go. And when it turns red, when it's too close, that means you can't place the contact points. You have to bring it a little further apart. And as you can see, they automatically connect. I place the third point here. But if you can see, I run out of time, so I'm unable to place the fourth point, and they just close. The domain closes. So the contact points have been placed. We see paths going between the contact points and then they create a shape. How does the hunter use these areas? Through his ability Maxwell's Demon, or his demon form. The hunter is going to go into his furry ball form and he's going to enter into the contact points or the paths created by the contact points that are within 8 meters. He can jump to contact points or different paths, but not on the same paths. So when the hunter is in, let's say, a triangle shape, he can't cut corners by jumping from the same path into the same path. Same as the opera singer when she's leaping from one shadow to another shadow, she can't leap into the same shadow. It's the same concept for the Cueist in his demon form. The hunter's movement speed is much faster when he's in his demon form, and the hunter can maintain the demon form for 30 seconds. When the hunter is in his demon form, he cannot attack or interact, so that would be I can't swing at survivors and I can't interact with pallets by breaking them or vaulting windows. He can also ignore physical collisions and strong control effects, which means he can go through walls and he can't get stunned when he's in his demon form. He can, however, use his abilities, which is placing more contact points, the cue ball, or closing domains, which we'll talk about later. Charge duration is 20 seconds. Charge count is 2, so he can have 2 stacks of this ability, and he starts the game with 2 stacks of the demon form. So here are, well, there's a contact point by itself, there's a contact point that's connected by themselves. They're all separate domains. We'll talk about domains later, no worries. But as you can see, you can jump from one domain to another domain, but not within the same domain. He can also utilize this ability while in his demon form, so he can create contact points and make his way towards anywhere around the map. And after 30 seconds, he's forcefully back into his human form. It has to be within 8 meters, so if the domains or if the paths or contact points are too far away, he will not be able to go into his demon form. Here we can also see, we said that it avoids collisions, so he can go through walls, even including the basement. I'm trying to jump or put up a new contact point so I can leave the basement. So yeah, as you can see, he can just jump onto different domains, different paths that are not connected. Cueist is forced out of his demon form after 30 seconds, but he can leave on his own before that 30 seconds by utilizing Backspin. But when the hunter turns into his demon form, he can't change back or he can't leave the path until after 2 seconds. So there's a 2-second cooldown. After the 2 seconds, he can exit at any point within 8 meters. When the hunter turns back into his human form, Inertia activates. As you can see, when he goes into his demon form or he enters the path, he has a 2-second cooldown before he can exit again. And he can also choose the areas where he exits. Once he exits and is turned back to his human form, he gets Inertia that we'll be talking about next. When Cueist changes form from his demon form to his human form, he gets Inertia, where his interaction speed is increased by 20%, his movement speed is increased by 18%, and can see the location of nearby survivors for 6 seconds. Inertia will last 6 seconds, the entire ability. However, for every injured survivor, it increases Inertia by 2.5 seconds up to 10 seconds. What does this mean? Well, that means if there's one injured survivor, inertia is going to last for 8.5 seconds. If there's 2 injured survivors or more, inertia is going to last for 10 seconds. Survivors can actually physically see when inertia is active because he's going to have these gems, these blue lights orbiting around him, similar to when the peddler has gems orbiting around her when she has metal affinity. And now we'll finally be able to explain the domain and what it means to close the domain. So we said that if you place one contact point and you place a consecutive contact point, those 2 contact points will connect. However, to prevent contact points from connecting automatically, Cueist can then close the domain. The domain can be closed manually or automatically after 25 seconds. Any new contact points placed after the domain has closed will not connect to the previous one. Therefore, there won't be any distance restrictions. When the domain is closed, connected contact points or just singular contact points or contact points that create a shape, the paths will then be on the map for 80 seconds and they will disappear after 80 seconds. We can also see the little number timer on that contact points, on the contact points. If there are 3 contact points that are connected and the domain closes, the first and the third contact point will connect, resulting in a triangular shape. If 4 connected contact points are placed, the domain will automatically close. The first and the fourth contact point will connect, resulting in a 4-sided shape. So I place one contact point, I close the domain. You can see the timer on the domain, how long it's going to last. I'm going to set up 2 consecutive contact points and then I'm going to close the domain. You can see how long the countdown begins from 80 seconds and down. And as you can see, the first domain, the singular contact point and the double contact points, they can be as close as possible because there is no limitation. Only connected contact points have a distance limitation. As you can see, the third domain created and the fourth domain, we're going to place 4 contact points and it's going to automatically close. And that is how you create domains. So as you can see, when the first contact point is placed on the map, then you have 25 seconds from there to create more contact points or to close the domain, and you can see the time running out on the button itself. Other characteristics you get from a closed domain is when shapes are created. We've already mentioned 4 is the limit for connected contact points. The area inside the 3 or 4-sided shape is called the domain. 6 seconds after the domain is created, everything inside gets scanned. The next scan is 38 seconds after the 6 seconds. When there's a cipher machine inside the domain during the scan, it will be abnormal 15% each time it is scanned. If there are 2 cipher machines within the same domain, the cipher with more progress will get abnormaled. After a cipher is abnormaled, it has a 37 cooldown before it can be abnormaled again, meaning placing 2 different domains on the same cipher machine will not abnormal twice as much. Within 80 seconds of the domain's existence, cipher machines will be abnormal twice, so that's 30% in total. Cipher machines that have been abnormaled will show its progress percentage for 5 seconds. If 1 or more survivors are eliminated, cipher abnormal drops to 12% instead of 15%. If survivors are within the domain during the time it is scanned, Hunter will also be able to see their outline. Both the survivor and Cueist can see the 80-second countdown for the domain. The first scan is at 73-second countdown, not 74 because it's after 6 seconds. The second scan is 35 seconds during the domain countdown. So we've just closed the domain. We're waiting for 6 seconds until this cipher machine gets abnormal. You can see the percentage and we can see the survivor's outline next to the cipher machine. Second abnormal time at 35 seconds, it's brought down to 43%, and we can see the survivor in the outline. Cute emote. Here we're going to set up the domain where it has 2 cipher machines together. And I told you what happened when 2 cipher machines are within the same domain. The cipher with the more Cipher machine with more progress will be abnormal. And the next cipher machine with the more cipher progress will then be abnormal afterwards. So I'm going to be setting up a domain, one domain at one cipher machine and another domain at the next cipher machine. And we can see that one got abnormal. 6 seconds later, the one on the right also gets abnormal. So you can place 2 different domains on 2 different cipher machines and they will both do their own abnormaling. For our next example, we're going to place 2 domains on one cipher machine and see how many times it gets abnormaled. It already got abnormaled once. Second domain has been closed. And we can see it's got abnormal twice, but it's affected more by the first domain because the ciphers have immunity to being abnormaled within 37 seconds. And we'll just patiently wait till the first domain is going to disappear here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But you can see the cipher is not being abnormaled any more times, so it's not necessary to have 2 domains on one cipher machine because it's only going to be abnormal twice. I've mentioned that the first abnormal happens at the 73-second countdown and the second abnormal happens at the 35-second countdown. How can this help you as a survivor If there's a cipher within the domain and the domain count is 46 seconds, they know the cipher has been abnormaled once. Similarly, if the domain count is 30, cipher machine has been abnormal twice, and the QS has to set up new contact points to further abnormal the cipher machines, and the cipher also has immunity for 32 more seconds. So that could possibly help you during the game if you're pretty fast at doing math, or if you just remember the 2 abnormal count times, 73 and 35. 73, the cipher is abnormaled, but you can see the wildling working on the cipher machine. I don't remember how much it is, but the next abnormal is at 35, but he will be able to pop it before that time, because I think he does have accelerated decoding at this point. So before it gets abnormal, he is able to finish up that cipher machine. So just a few things for survivors to note. Finally, at first presence, Hunter gets the cue ball ability. QS can launch the cue ball into any contact point or path. The further the QS places the cue ball, the longer it takes to appear. Once the cue ball is placed, it will last for 16 seconds. If survivors enter the cue ball's range or the circle, survivors will be captured. The QS can then spawn the captured survivor within 8 to 11 meters range of himself within 3 seconds. The closest the QS can spawn the captured survivors is 8 meters, and this allows survivors to use their ability to avoid damage when they're immediately spawned. There is a way for the hunter to work around this ability, and that is if the QS fails to place a survivor at a spawn point within the 3 seconds, survivor will spawn at the cue ball's location. We'll see an example of this, so don't worry about it. However, if the cue ball is placed near the chaired survivor, it only lasts 2 seconds, and the QS only has 1.8 seconds to spawn the captured survivor. The cooldown for this ability is 18 seconds. So you place the cue ball on the path, survivor walks into the circle, they'll be captured, you have to release them within 3 seconds if you want the spawn point, and as you release them, walk towards them so that you will close the distance. You can also place a cue ball at a 1 contact point, and if you don't release them, they're going to spawn right there. So that's what another method QS often likes to use. And here's some more kidnapping. Releasing her. This is from long distance. You can send the cue ball to domains that are very far away. And you can see the cue ball moving from afar as the hunter, and you can capture them, survivors, and spawn them in front of you. So you also want to make sure not to fail that spawn, because that means they'll just be released far away from you, if that makes sense. So we can see we have the little symbol there, says the person has been captured, and then you release them in front of you, and then you down them immediately or injure them immediately. You can also place a cue ball on a point that's domain is still not closed, and change the direction of this cue ball. Remember, it lasts for 16 seconds. You can also close up the domain and it will change where the cue ball heads to. Here, when there's a shared survivor and you place the cue ball on that contact point, it's only gonna last 2 seconds, around 2 seconds. And it doesn't matter if it's just one point near the chair or if there's a closed domain. It's still only going to last 2 seconds. And you can also choose the direction that the cue ball will go when you initially spawn it. Lastly, at full presence, hunter gets contact point advanced. So basically this is when he changes forms, he gets a speed boost, but not like Inertia. So movement speed boost after leaving the path or changing back into human form, which is the same thing. At full presence, as soon as he turns back into his human form, he starts moving immediately and Inertia is triggered immediately. Whereas at zero presence, there's a little bit of time before the Cueist starts moving when he's transformed back into a human. So here's the thing. Goatman and Cueist are permabanned during rank, and so I've been spectating for a couple of days and I got one clip of Cueist gameplay, and that's the 9th badge Cueist. But my guide has been done for a couple of days and I can't upload it because I don't get any Cueist rank matches that are the S tier or the S badges. So I'm just going to utilize this one clip, and it's going to be fine because we have lots of tournament gameplay and they're played by professionals against a professional team, so you get both perspectives and it'll still be very helpful and useful to everyone that needs more material. I hope you enjoyed this guide. I hope it was helpful, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. So we have the Cueist in Sacred Heart Hospital. He's going to set up his contact point and go straight inside of Birdcage because he knows that there's a survivor there. He can see the blood trails of the first survivor, but he's going to go for BBB Fox 7 first instead. That means he's going to be going for their rescuer and he's going to get rid of one of the tide turners. So we do see this happening, especially if the rescuer is in a very bad area. And as you can see, he wasn't able to throw down any pallets. He doesn't really have much areas to work with in this area. So he's going to be transitioning to Shack, where he'll have more to work with if the hunter continues to pursue him. But the hunter is going to change target. It looks like he was just trying to, well, first of all, he got rid of one of the shovels and Gravekeeper is not decoding. On top of that, he can look for the next survivor that he actually wanted to go after. We can see the basement is inside of the hospital, and the hunter is going to be going after this meteorologist. A lot of lines here because okay, we're going to be setting up the contact points to slowly start abnormaling the patient's cipher machine. We got a wind push, pushing the hunter away. Hunter's gonna blink, she predicted it, and wonderful flywheel is able to avoid the damage, circling back into this pallet area. Another wind push, keeping the hunter far away from him. Looks like the hunter might change targets at this point, but she only has one more item left, so, and she also utilized flywheel, so I don't know. I mean, you're gonna go after the decoder. Yeah, that could be helpful. We're gonna set up the cue ball. Hunter does have insolence, so even though he hasn't gotten a hit onto the survivors, he does still get the cue ball at first presence. We'll be able to finally get the first hit onto the survivor. Survivor's doing a very good job here. He's gonna be transitioning out. He needs to get this vault, so he's outside of Birdcage, so that the basement's here, so he doesn't want to go down here. He's gonna go into his demon form, wait at this pallet. Oh, he tried to get that. I feel like he was right in the middle of the pallet, but I think it was during the animation, so he couldn't get the pallet stun, is what I'm guessing. Okay, we'll be going out towards outside of Birdcage, heading towards front gate. 2 pallets. He needs to avoid the cue ball. Okay, gets the shock. Mind game at the pallet, but loses the mind games, and will be able to down the survivor for the first time. question is, can he get this survivor in the basement? Because I feel like that would be very beneficial, but it looks like he does want to get him in the basement. Why? Because right now the survivors have quite a lot of decoding, since they got a pretty good kite in the beginning with the gravekeeper, got a very good kite with the meteorologist, and that was all no damage. So he needs to get some kind of advantage here, so he's gonna utilize the basement. And he's gonna be also setting up contact points to abnormal cipher machines little by little. And on top of that, he has to be careful because the gravekeeper can just drop down to the basement. And he already did that. Oh, is it going to be able to utilize the cue ball to get the gravekeeper and get the hit onto the prisoner? So he kidnapped the gravekeeper so the gravekeeper can't body block. That's what happened, right? I think that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Because he got hit while the gravekeeper was in the cue ball. Yeah. We'll be able to chair the survivor for the second time, but because of Ty Turner, he's able to make it out of the basement, and the hunter is forced to chair him on the outside, or on the first floor. We can't see the other traits for meteorologists and little girls, so not sure if there's another Ty Turner here, but we have 4 cipher machines completed. Last cipher machine 50, additional 1 at 0%. Hunter's gonna get the immediate hit onto the gravekeeper, getting that rescue before he expires. We're gonna get some assistance from the little girl as well, and the gravekeeper's gonna body block inside of his shovel, so a lot of help. Oh, the page pushes, but he's inside of his demon form, so it does not take any effect, because we said, similar to Breaking Wheel, when the hunter is inside of his demon form, the control effects, stunning effects doesn't work. He's going to be able to hit the gravekeeper off out of his grave shovel. We're going to have the little girl merging or sitting on top of his assisting. What's that actually called though? Like the actual term. She is hopped on to, she's okay, we're gonna get the page push here. They're just gonna force heal because cipher machines are almost primed. One more. Oh, they just popped. Flywheel by the little girl, avoiding the hit immediately avoiding the hit, immediately getting out of it looks like the gravekeeper is going to be taking this kite with nothing to work with. He's going to be taking a hit here. We'll be going down here for the first time, but it's his first chair. But Hunter does have a lot. He has 3 contact points to work with, so that means he can make it to the other side of the map. Is anyone going to be waiting in the middle? It doesn't look like it. Hunter utilized Blink, so his trade is on cooldown. He doesn't have trump card. The exit gate's open. The prisoners running towards the exit gate. That's a 3-man escape for the side of the survivors. First half Cueist on the red church. Looks like he's going to be going towards 18, the lucky guy first. Lucky guy hasn't used his lucky draw box. Hunter does see the blood trails. He's going to be waiting here at back gate. Okay, Hunter's going to utilize the cue ball so that he can go right through this wall. Oh, he was trying to go on the other. I think he was trying to go on the other side of the wall, kind of. Or he was trying to mind game. Either way works. It's going to be able to make it to this pallet. Is able to throw it down. Hunter's just going to break it because, you know, this is a transitionary pallet. If you have that, you can just keep looping and transition out, so getting rid of the pallets. And it looks like he has fast pallet breaking because those pallets are going down really quick. Or unless his character itself has fast pallet breaking. But still, no hit onto the survivor, and he has a pocket watch ready for usage. Okay, he's going to be able to blink it firmly, get the first hit. And that's going to allow the survivor to utilize his pocket watch for later. Okay, he's inside the walls. Going towards graveyard. Lots of pallets here, not used yet. Okay, got a contact point waiting for him. He's going to utilize his pocket watch because... I'm not able to utilize his pocket watch for long. We'll be going down for the first time, but this is a pretty good kite. We got 1 cipher machine completed, the second one 93, third one okay, just got mini abnormal to 60. Chairing at red carpet. This chair is very hard to rescue from because, well, if there's someone inside, it's not going to be that hard. But if you have to go all the way around the little perimeter, it's a lot of work. You're gonna have a little mini abnormal there once again. Kukao hiding but the hunter already saw you, so I mean it doesn't really matter. He can still hide just fine at the edge of behind the walls. It's not like the hunter's gonna go after you. Okay, you can take a hit here, get the rescue before half with Ty Turner. 18. Oh, he got a cue ball here right at this window, so that forces him to run into the hunter and go towards the corner to just die as far away from the cipher machines. Yeah, this is the nice thing about Cueist on the hunter's perspective, that even if he has a good kite, he can continuously utilize the abnormal to buy himself more time. And he's going to be able to chair him once again. Is he going to be able to make it inside? No, he's going to chair outside of red carpet. Okay, last 3 cipher machines, 60, 60, 70. Looking pretty good inside of his Maxwell demon form. Okay, it looks like TPZ is coming in for the rescue. Utilize her perfume. No damage rescue. Hunter back onto 18, but no Ty Turner. Looks like 18 was bringing Ty Turner. We'll be going down, and first survivor sent back to the manor. It's going to abnormal that cipher again. 3 cipher machines completed. 74 and 47. Oh, another abnormal there. Back down to 59%. Okay, into his demon form so he can travel throughout the map a little bit faster. We'll be running into the perfumer. I would say would be the good chase for survivors because she can utilize her perfume and still maintain pretty good health. Oh, is able to get the pallets done as well because she can still buy quite a lot of time. Oh, unfortunately, you're going to be vaulting into the hunter, but that's okay because we have a perfume that's going to eat up the damage. Now with no items left. She's still full health, so she can still take this kite. Well, the hunter is heavily guarding that red carpet cipher machine, so they're starting a new cipher machine. Oh, Blinken is going to be finally able to eat a hit. And the hunter needs to start going towards the ciphers because they're getting ready. Okay, and his next chase most likely going to be ppei here as the archer. They're going to pop that 4th cipher machine, and she's going to be able to get the 100% laceration, allowing her to transition inside of the shack. Basement is at church, and she's just going to walk right through. And Kay is able to get the vault there, but she doesn't want to go towards church. Survivors are healing up as she's taking this kite. Hunter's going to be checking the ciphers and the progress, going straight to red carpet. He does not want to allow this one cipher to be decoded. She realizes the survivors are healing up because none of the cipher machines are moving. He's not getting tinnitus until now. Finally was able to heal up the first officer, but the perfumer doesn't have any items, so she might be a fast down here. We're throwing down this pallet, the cue ball's out, she's trying to avoid it. She still avoided it, nice. Stay out of range. Hunter's gonna get a charge attack and we'll be able to down it for the first time. Last cipher machine, 83% across the map, so he's gonna try to bring the perfumer as close as possible to that last cipher. No, he really likes red carpet. He keeps cheering on red carpet. And keeps bringing the survivors back. Cipher machine's primed. End game situation. He is abnormaling the wrong cipher machine. I mean, the other one just might be far. Okay, is able to get the rescue. They all have Ty Turner, so it doesn't matter who takes this hit. Cow is going to be transitioning towards the graveyard. A lot of pallets still left for him to utilize. At detention, he could just pallet spam because all the pallets here are not broken. He also has 2 pocket watches to utilize. They're just going to pop the cipher machine because he has enough distance. He has his pocket watch. Hunter is going to start making his way towards the exit gate. He doesn't want to get a free open. And he's going to be running into ppei. Sees the blood trails. And it looks like the archer's going to get the... Oh, she misses her arrow here. And she still has backstep, but not enough distance. Looks like she might be hitting it. Okay, flywheel, but Hunter was patient. And she tried to double back, but ran into this Hunter. He's gonna wait out the laceration, but that's gonna allow the red carpet execute to be open. 99% 9%. And he also doesn't have trump card, so he can't just teleport. That's a 2-man escape for the side of GG survivors. And the dungeon being there is very unfortunate with that pocket watch usage still available. She gets that 5-second, and she's like, you have to guess where the first officer is. And the 5-second delay. Okay, we're gonna see ZZ9, ACT's Hunter Cueist on Moonlit River, or Moon River Park. First chase gonna be Persica. Okay, gonna change targets here. Don't want to waste too much time on a harasser, while he's also gonna be abnormaling the Cypher Machine at the bridge. Going towards coating. Still has that bubble protection. So at the moment, WBG has a round loss, and they need to get a 3-man escape in order to make it to round 3. So anything less than a 3-man escape is a loss for WBG. And right, so the survivors have to play very aggressive, but if we see here, we only have 1 harasser. So that means the remaining 3 survivors have to kite for a very long time. Cypher progress is actually looking pretty good. First hit onto the survivor. She's changing targets? No, she's just baiting her to come down from the slide. Good patience. She has the bubble up, so that when she goes down, she can't get hit afterwards. Oh no, but she gets... Oh, what? Oh, the cue ball was waiting for her downstairs, I guess. Was able to capture her and down the first survivor. However, Cypher progress looking pretty okay, but it's also getting abnormal, so it keeps getting reduced. 90, 80, 70. And unfortunately, the Cypher Machine she was chaired in is right next to the Hunter, which means he can also utilize his little mini abnormal here, and the survivors can't work on it at all. So that's, if you think about it, that's such a good thing about Cueist, is when he utilizes capture, he can drop them off where he can apply more pressure on the Cypher Machine. So now that third Cypher Machine is down to 61%. The elbow pad to the chair. Might need to... Okay, mind gaming here. Hunter just wants to farm this. Yeah, he's just gonna wait till he gets rescued. Is able to get the hit onto him with the Ty Turner. Hunter full presence. The Gardener going down here is going to be breaking the chair, going to the corner, so that it's going to just waste more time for the Hunter. But that also means the Hunter can now bring her to the chair towards corner walls. No, he's going to come back to this chair. It's the closest chair, right? Yeah. Okay, drop her down. Oh, she didn't. Oh, she didn't manage to break it. I thought she broke it. Oh. Oh, okay. Second chair, 2 ciphers completed, 50, 60, and 26 on the cipher progress. Gokar coming ready for this rescue with Ty Turner once again. Cypher progress also continuously being decreased with that mini abnormal. Takes a hit here, gets the rescue, but the Hunter is nearby. Oh, doesn't get the dash fast, but I mean, she still got it to that pallet, so it's fine. Okay, Hunter's gonna be in his demon form. She's gonna vault this pallet. Enough time to vault again. We're gonna have the Archer coming in for the assistance because they need to get a 3-man escape, or it's over. So it gets 100% laceration, stuns him for a little bit. Flywheel is able to avoid the hit. Okay, blink it, and downs this Gardener right away. Okay, we have 2 pallets here, so they can buy a little more time hiding behind the obstacles. Hunter's just gonna break all these pallets so that, you know, she'll have less of a defensive area. We have the... Oh, gets 100% stun, but the cue ball ready so that as soon as she gets dropped down, she's gonna get kidnapped immediately again. Downs the survivor again. And... Oh, Hunter's just picking up. He has laceration. Her bow's on cooldown. Okay, is able to get the 100%. Oh, but she drops him down just in time. Oh, wow, good mind games. So he waited for it to almost be 100% and then he dropped down the survivor. Oh, but Cypher progress, 4 Cypher machine completed, last Cypher machine 66, so suddenly Cypher progress is looking pretty good here. The Archer did buy enough time, but the question is, how are they going to get a 3-man escape? Archer going to be taking a hit since one survivor's already been eliminated. They might have to look for the dungeon escape just to be safe. Okay, gonna utilize his Maxwell demon form to catch up to the survivor, throwing down this pallet. That's Hunter's gonna break it. You're gonna transition out, but he's breaking pallets very quickly. Oh, gets the hit onto immediately. Cyphers are not quite ready, but all 3 survivors do have borrowed time, so they do have an endgame trait. But not any items left on this Archer. And that Cypher being abnormal again, down to 36%. Goker is decoding the Cypher machine at the very far corner so that it won't get abnormaled as much. Hunter changing targets, going for that wow on the other half of this map, but he can make it because he's the Cueist. I think it's within his area, so he can... Oh, they need to hurry up and get a free backdoor rescue here. Is able to do so, but now the Hunter's on the fire investigator and their Cypher, their 2 last Cyphers positioning is just not the best. It's going to be getting rid of this airbag. Now no items on the fire investigator as well. Was able to rescue the Archer before half. But the question is, which Cypher are you going to do? Because Hunter keeps abnormaling all the ones that have progress. And going towards Persica once again, who's at half health, trying to prime up that Cypher machine. Okay. He sees progress on that Cypher, going back to the chair. Okay, was able to get that rescue. Is going to finally be able to injure this mercenary, so all 3 survivors at half health. Gonna abnormal that bridge Cypher machine again. Back into his demon form, he's heading back towards Persica. Oh man, they are not able to prime the Cypher because they're all injured, so that means if anyone's on the Cypher machine, the Hunter will know and he'll be able to down them quickly. That means they have to take time to heal up, which means all their Cyphers are going to be abnormaled. So they are starting a new 3rd Cypher machine to blink through and be able to down this Archer for the 2nd time. 2nd chair was rescued before half, but the 2 survivors, okay, we see one on 2nd stop and one on the complete opposite side, but they're all at half health, so how are they going to get this rescue? They need a 3-man escape. So that means the mercenary that's furthest away has to come in for this rescue across the map. Yeah, this is... I guess the Hunter just did a very good job with the back and forth, because okay, Flywheel is able to make it past this pallet, but the mercenary will be taking the hit. And Hunter's gonna go towards the new Cypher machine that's being primed up at 74%. But this survivor's also been on the chair 1 time, but it was rescued before half. No items. Okay, he's gonna pick up one of his airbags again. So should have 1 item left to utilize. Hunter is looking for the mercenary. Oh, Archer's nearby. That's not good because she has no items, so she can't harass. And we'll be able to chair this mercenary for the first time. Good thing the survivor's doing is they're taking turns, and they are finally priming up that last Cypher machine. But the thing is, they have to wait till it's primed, so she can't go down too early. She has to wait till she's primed. Okay, we got the slide trick. Okay, she's baiting her to slide. She's able to make it to this pallet. Okay, Goku trying to get that backdoor rescue. Oh, but unfortunately, this Archer is going to be going down. Last chair for the Archer, so the win condition is met for ACT, and they will be moving up in the brackets. Oh no, they will be qualifying. This was a qualifying match. Is able to get that backdoor rescue, and WBG will go to the lower brackets to fight their way back up. 2 injured survivors, 1 airbag left to utilize. Hunter's gonna clean up this airbag, break these pallets. He's running out of options. He has nowhere to go. Cypher machine 60. Wow, he's breaking every single pallet. Now he has to transition back up here because there's no pallets to work with because he can't kite. Hunter's gonna be able to down him. Mercenary's looking for a chest. I mean, it looks like he's looking for that 4-man elimination. I mean, it's a mercenary, so he could at least get dungeon, but oh, he got an illusion. Unfortunately, the hunter knows exactly where he is. He's gonna utilize this illusion. Oh, he baited him. He's waiting. Okay, illusion blocks, takes a hit for him. He's gonna take a hit. Gokur's gonna get back up. That 70% Cypher machine has been brought down all the way to 46%. So this is why Cueist is being used so much, because that abnormal just really hurts Cypher progress. So you also need to have quite a lot of additional Cypher machines with Cueist. And the thing is, yeah, he's just doing such an efficient job at abnormaling these Cyphers. And he's gonna go down here. Mercenary, the only survivor with self-heal. And yeah, this is a 4-man elimination. Okay. Blink down, and that secures the 4-man elimination. Yeah. Oh, he picked up the toolbox from the garden as the Cueist. So my question here is Evil Reptilian now meta? I mean, he was able to get the 2-man elimination in round 1 against pretty strong survivor comp. Wait, was that round 1? No, he got a 3-man? Oh, I don't remember. Maybe it's a 3-man elimination. Okay, got the pallets done here with the Lanternist. And Lanternist, when she drops the pallet, Hunter can't break it for 1 second, but if she's utilizing her projections, the Hunter can't break it for 1.5 seconds, so she's very good around areas with pallets, but that also means she might have to pallet spam. That's not a good idea, but I'm gonna utilize her projections. Okay, is able to make that window vault and make her way towards this mini shack. Okay, ran into the Hunter, but the Hunter was still in his animation, so will be. She keeps dropping the pallet, unfortunately, on the same side as the Hunter. We'll be able to take another hit here. Oh, we got the cue ball, gets the capture. It is able to down her here for the first time. 70, 80, and 50. A little early, but it's not that early. And we'll be chaired Nyan in the middle. Okay, 2 ciphers popped. Hunter's going to find Nyan here, going for the rescue. Avoids the cue ball, redirects the cue ball. It's a nice triangle, but is able to get the rescue just in time with Tide Turner once again. Not once again, it's the first time. Okay, she's gonna be able to make this vault. I'm just gonna be breaking this pallet because she keeps looping this area and is quite successful in doing so as well. Oh, he tries to predict where her next projection was. Okay, we got the archer coming in for the assist. Is able to get the stun onto this Hunter. Okay, her projection is able to capture her with that cue ball. We'll be able to take the hit here and down her for the second time. Archer still sticking around here, is able to get that 50% laceration. Hunter just walking through, and excitement being worked. Okay, excitement's gone now, but he's still going after this. Okay, he must have giant claw. That was a pretty long balloon. And we'll be able to chair here for the second time. Getting the injury onto the archer, so that means another survivor has to come in for this rescue if they're going to rescue at all. 3 cipher machines completed. Oh, we do see someone in the back. Silver She coming in for the rescue as the meteorologist. Oh, okay, need to avoid the cue ball there. Takes a hit. Cue ball is now gone, so that's going to be able to get the rescue before she expires with Tide Turner. She's waiting here at this pallet for the hunter to get out of his demon form and then see the side that he gets out of his form, which side of the pallet, and then she'll just vault then. Oh, unfortunately not able to win the mind games here. We'll be able to down her for the final time. Cypher progress not looking that good. Okay, the meteorologist is healing up the archer with the rain cloud. Oh, you know what? Cypher machines? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, they're just not moving all that much. They only have the 4 Cypher machines. They don't have the last Cypher. And Hunter is making his way towards Shack. Oh, wow. He connects his contact points, and that Cypher machine is now going to be abnormaled. Okay, they're finally starting the 4th Cypher machine. 26%. Hunter is back out, okay, going back inside of his demon form and heading towards Silver Sea. Okay. Makes a nice path here. He doesn't seem to want to go after that survivor because he's quite far away from his Cypher machine. Okay, making contact points here for non-Cypher. Oh, got the cue ball coming in there as well. And is able to get the hit onto the mercenary. It looks like he was trying to elbow pad away. He utilized a second elbow pad. We're throwing down this pallet here, but okay, good dodge. Okay, elbow pad once again towards the Shack. Is able to get this vault. I'm just going to set up new contact points here to catch him off out in the area. We'll be able to get the hit onto him. Now he's going to be going down for the first time, but Cypher progress looking pretty good. 92 and 84. Okay, never mind. It's at 53% Cypher machine. Hunter going towards CGI Cypher, but thankfully for the survivor side, she was able to pop it in time. And she's going to, unfortunately get a hit here. I mean, she can still come in for this rescue because they all have borrowed time. First chair for the mercenary, so he's gonna have quite a long chair time. And the last Cypher machine's being primed. 1 bow left for the archer. She's just gonna take a hit here. Cypher machine's pop. She's gonna be able to get 30% laceration. And getting a terror shock at this window will be going down for the first time. Hunter gonna just set up contact points and go for this mercenary. And it looks like he isn't able to make it. He's not able to make it to that window. So now Hunter goes back towards the archer to make sure that she can't heal up. We'll be able to chair her first, then chair the mercenary. And since Cypher machine's popped, he may just choose to chair the mercenary. Okay, he stops the laceration effects while he's in his demon form. He's just going to allow that to get to 100% while he picks up the mercenary. Oh, they're going for a rescue. Silver Z is able to get that backdoor rescue just in time. But that also means that the survivors are close by. Hunter has tinnitus, so is able to see Silver Z, the meteorologist. And it looks like she's going to be having to take this kite, but no items left on the survivor. She's going to throw down this pallet. Isn't able to get the vault in time and will be going down. But CJ going in for the rescue. And is able to get that backdoor rescue. Hunter having to rush back towards the Shack. Nan and CJ going in the opposite directions. It looks like she'll be able to spot out the meteorologist, but he's going back, realizing, I mean, he still has detention, so it doesn't really matter who he hits. But, well, I think what he's doing well is he keeps, he stopped the mercenary from getting a backdoor rescue, and then he went back for the archer, so he keeps pushing the survivors away from the chair. So must be the last chair for the archer, and Nan's just going to open that exit gate, and it's going to be opened in time because it's already 95-99. So that's a one-man escape for the side of those survivors. KT Hunter going as the Cueist on Leo's memory will be walking towards AC as the first chase. Puppeteer has Borrowed Time and Tide Turner. Does not seem like he was expecting the first chase, but I mean, oh, he's gonna leave the Puppeteer. It looks like he was trying to bait him to utilize at least one puppet and then go for a different survivor. He is heading towards Sitai, the Enchantress. She's still sticking around here. She was heading towards Shack, and then now she's just hiding at the edge of the wall behind that window. Hunter heading towards AK. And it looks like AK as the Perfumer is going to be the first chase. Good patience here on this window. Hunter's just going to vault ahead, make his contact points so that he could start those mini abnormals for the cipher machines. Start new. Okay, he's. Ooh. Okay. She's making her way back inside this pallet. Very good job on this kite. She's gonna. Oh, but the pallet broke, so there's no point in going back. Hunter just being cautious, just in case she does go back. He kind of steps back a little. Okay, we're gonna get the blink hit. We have one perfume left to utilize. Cipher Progress looking pretty good here. Is able to make that pallet vault. So the reason she always leaves a perfume behind the pallet that she drops is so that she can go back at any time, and then she's gonna be able to get that pallet vault if the hunter chases her or gets hit. Oh, cue ball coming into play will be able to capture her and down her for the first time. One cipher machine completed, second cipher machine 90, third cipher machine 82. So a pretty good kite on the side of AK survivors, GR survivors. Hunter needs a 3-man elimination to tie up round 1. Zero coming in for the rescue as the first officer. You're going to utilize his pocket watch early, but he needs to maintain somewhat close distance. Oh, we'll be taking an early hit here so that he can force an earlier rescue. Is able to get the rescue before half with Tide Turner, and back on the Perfumer. No items left on this Perfumer, so Hunter can take this slow because he does have Tide Turner. Okay. He has to go around and avoid this pallet because of the cue ball, and that's going to allow the hunter to get the second down onto the Perfumer. And he's going to continuously abnormal the cipher machines, but cipher progress looking really good. 3 ciphers completed, 4th cipher machine 75, and the 5th cipher machine at 40%. And it looks like AC is coming in for the backdoor rescue. He's going all the way around so the hunter doesn't notice him. Oh, tries to get a cue ball, I believe. And AC coming in for the rescue. Oh, and he actually gets the kidnap onto the first officer, and he's at half health, so he's going to be able to down this first officer, allowing the free backdoor rescue on the Perfumer, but that's fine because it was a Tide Turner rescue anyway, so he needs to. It's going to take a while for him to down, for the Perfumer to go down. Was able to win the mind games here at this pallet. Not a lot of distance at this window, is going to be able to down her for the final time. However, cipher progress looking very good. 4th cipher machine completed, last cipher machine 95%. So if they just pop this cipher, the first officer can just get back up without having to heal. But first officer is going to utilize exit path and just get up by himself. Oh, and they got the abnormal, unfortunately, at that factory. Cipher machine is going to be able to capture the puppeteer. He's going to go inside of his puppet form. Hunter is just going to go straight back towards the last cipher machine, 93%, 94%. And it looks like the Enchantress is waiting for a hit to pop that last cipher machine. Okay, 2 survivors coming in for the... Okay, need to avoid the... Okay, she gets the kidnap onto... She needs to wait for Hunter to release the Enchantress, yeah, so that he doesn't have her captured while she's still in the cue ball. Oh, isn't able to make it out of that window early enough. We'll be able to down the Enchantress for the first time, but he needs to make sure this exit gates aren't being opened because he needs to get a 3-man elimination. And the exit gate at Christmas Tree is open, but AC is unable to make it to the exit gate right now. Gonna utilize his puppet form. As long as he takes a hit, okay, we're gonna have the... Oh, he's gonna get captured by the cue ball. Hunter's gonna be placing him as close as possible to the... Okay, try to get it by Undaunted, but it doesn't look like it is gonna be able to help him at this point. We'll be able to chair the puppeteer for the first time. Yeah, he's gonna bring it as close as possible to the Enchantress so that he'll be able to get that 3-man elimination that he needs. Or unless she gets up, he knows that he's still close by. Tinnitus just disappears, so he knows she's heading in that direction. Oh no! He's not going for her at all. Zero is out. Oh no. Zero's trying to get a backdoor rescue because they need a 2-man elimination, and Enchantress is going towards Moongate that hasn't been opened up yet. So they're just trying to get that backdoor rescue, but he blinks and downs this Enchantress. Enchantress does not have exit path, so that means she can't get up, and both survivors are towards Factory, and the Hunter knows because he just got the rescue off. Zero at the second floor and the puppeteer outside the building. Question is, where is he going? He's going to go towards the second floor, so he's going to be going for the first officer. Okay, he has a path. Oh, okay, he's able to utilize his pocket watch. The problem is... Wait, did he get hit? He did get hit, and he's gonna have a 5-second tight turner on his pocket watch. Hunter's just gonna go straight back to the Enchantress. No one seems to be picking her up. No tinnitus being triggered, so she's just gonna go straight back to the first officer. The puppeteer has, however, made it to the gate, so it's looking like a 1-man escape for the side of GR survivors. Enchantress trying to make her way towards the dungeon, but isn't going to be able to go. So we got the Cueist on Dark Woods heading towards the middle, where he'll be running into Emko as the first chase. Okay, little mind games around this wall here, just looping. No, he's gonna leave, go towards Borrow 2, but also looking back at the corner cipher machine. And it looks like he's just trying to make up his mind. He's baiting the survivors to get off of their ciphers. And he's actually been wanting to go to Kasarabi. Interesting name. It's gonna be the Gardener taking the first chase once again. She's gonna be able to get the swing off. Has lots of distance. Hunter can follow behind her by taking the swing. She's gonna be dropping down here. Still has the bubble of protection. He's gonna be throwing down one of the pallets in case the Hunter... Yeah, when he gets out of his demon form, she's going to be able to vault away from the Hunter. 50 seconds have passed. The bubble has disappeared. Hunter's back into his demon form. Okay, she's going to be looping this area. Nothing here to work with. He's going to be able to take a hit here for the first time. Okay, Hunter's going to connect and close off the contact points so that that cipher will have that mini abnormal coming into play. Dropping down, Hunter's going to utilize his Maxwell demon form so that he doesn't have to drop down with this survivor. Okay, she's running towards the... Oh no, he gets captured by the cue ball. Okay. Oh, she got the body block here coming in. I felt like she was very far away from her, but it worked. It worked. Okay, Hunter's gonna blink through and is gonna be taking the survivor down for the first time. Great support, just enough support, but at the same time, let's think. We were able to take out his trait, so then the rescue is gonna be a little easier. And you also know that there's no excitement, so then she can actually come and harass. So in that instance, I think it was a good support on the Enchantress's side. AXIZ coming in for the rescue. Gonna utilize his pocket watch. Safely make his way towards the chair. Doesn't get the hit quite yet. We'll be able to get the rescue. Oh, no damage rescue for the first officer. Hunter right back onto the Gardener. We'll be able to down her once again, but we have to wait till Tide Turner is over. He's gonna be connecting his contact points and creating more mini abnormals around the map. Gardener going down near the bonfire gate. We'll be able to chair her here for the second time. And what was an even better exchange was that even though the Enchantress was hit, the first officer didn't get hit, so then they also made up for that damage as well. Okay, Barotu coming in for the rescue. Oh, another no damage rescue on the side of AWG. Okay, we'll be able to kidnap the Gardener again, get the immediate hit, but I mean, I think they have enough time. They have almost completed all 4 Cypher machines. Gardener's just gonna go down here at this corner. Okay, 99 popped, 99 popped, so they just need to prime up that last Cypher. And they may have to start extra Cypher machines because this is a Cueist. He can camp the last Cypher machine while that keeps getting abnormal, and so that's going to throw the survivors off. And he's going to be heading towards MCO. Okay, corner Cypher AEZ currently starting up a new Cypher machine. We got someone swinging off at the treehouse. And the Hunter will be going after the first officer. He's going to utilize his pocket watch, the last pocket watch. Avoids the cue ball, so no kidnapping quite yet. Okay, and the Hunter is going to be swinging here. Looking, he saw someone swing by, so then he went back up to check, but MCO's already left. And now he's going to go back towards Barotu Cypher machine that has a lot of progress here, 62%. And he's going to be able to connect his contact points around this Cypher, so another mini abnormal there, bringing it back down to 47. It was around 61%, I believe. And his next chase is going to be Barotu. Barotu waiting at the 2nd floor as this Hunter approaches, then he's going to drop down so they could buy more time. Hunter's just looking around. Ooh, is able to get the capture on the puppeteer, but he's inside of his puppet form, so he's going to transition back towards this pallet here. Okay. Okay, may have to utilize this. Oh, perfect timing for the puppet. Is able to eat up the damage once again. While this Cypher machine is being nerfed, already half of its progress has left. It used to be 61, now it's 32%. So, oh, we got a perfume. What? AEZ Barotu. No, wait, what was that perfume? When did he pick up a perfume? Was that a perfume? Am I seeing things? What is, oh, maybe it was AEZ. Okay, it was probably AEZ picking up an item and got a perfume. Hunter coming back towards the Enchantress. Okay, so they were both working on the Cypher machines. That's why it means AEZ was nearby, and then that's why he perfumed. Hunter now going back towards AEZ and Barotu. Okay, last side. Okay, got it abnormal once again to 75%, which means the Enchantress will work on that corner Cypher machine right now at 66%. Back in his demon form, Barotu waiting at this pallet. Isn't able to get closer to the survivor, and even if he does, he's just going to utilize his puppet because he can use it one more time. Enchantress has a 3-stack basements here, so he should transition out when the time comes. And it looks like the first officer is already at the gate expecting, okay, he's going to blink and will be able to down the puppeteer for the first time. Question is he going to take him all the way down to the basement or not? He is. Yeah. Because he's close enough to the basement. So Cypher machines are now primed. The first officer is coming down for the rescue. Thankfully, the puppeteer does have borrowed time, so they can just take this hit, get this rescue, take this hit. Hunter's going to try to get the drop down hit so that there isn't any attack recovery, but oh, okay, he baits him and is able to get out just fine. Barotu is still waiting at the basement. We're going to take AEZ taking this hit, and that's completely fine, and that's going to allow Barotu to leave the basement as well. Okay. I mean, they could just pop the Cypher machine. He has a lot of distance, unless they're waiting for the puppeteer to make it towards the gate so that, you know, they'll be able to open it up as quickly. Okay, AEZ here is going to be able to take the hit while throwing down this pallet. They're going to pop the Cypher machine, endgame situation. Barotu at the exit gate. Hunter's going to be setting up his contact point so that he can stop Barotu from opening up the exit gate near treehouse. Back on the Puppeteer, open it up around 31%, but he's going back to the Bonfire exit gate, going back and forth, so it's making it hard for the survivors to decode the exit gates at all. Okay, Hunter is going to be back on AEZ for the time being. Enchantress has 5 stacks stun. Okay, we'll be able to swing from the logs once again. Just waiting around here. Hunter's blink is back up. Okay. Oh. That was very far. Was that a charge attack? Because I'm like, I don't think he'll be able to hit with a normal attack. Good thing the contact points can't get rid of the cipher, the exit gate progress. Okay, she can utilize her triple stun so that the Hunter can't down her immediately. Puppeteer was able to open up this exit gate, and Emko heading towards the Hunter's shack. She needs to kite long enough for AEZ to get back up and make his way towards that open. Oh, he blinks, but a nice flywheel prediction, and she's gonna get a mini. Okay, side dodging the. Oh, okay, this is too much for her. She had to side dodge the cue balls, and she had to also dodge the Hunter. Hunter is able to finally down the survivor for the first time, except I think that's enough time for the first officer to make it to the exit gate, and that's a 2-man escape for the side of AWG survivors. Hunter starting as the Cueist, making his way towards second story middle. We'll be running into Zoo, the Puppeteer. Oh, he drops down because that's not the survivor that he wants to go after. He's looking for Marimo or Milkyuk. Oh, that's a wildling. So looking for a different survivor. Doesn't want to chase Nerusu either. Okay, he's going back towards Zoo. Okay, contact point 1 has been set down. Now he's making his way towards Nerusu as the Enchantress. Okay, she's going to be making her rounds, heading towards the graveyard where she will try to contain the Hunter here for as long as possible. Hunter seems to have connected the contact points for the cipher. No basement here, so she can utilize all the pallets that she needs and go down at any area. Hunter's gonna blink and will be able to get the hit onto the survivor. She has a 3-stack stun now. And the Hunter does have first presence because he does have insolence. Okay, gonna get the triple stack as the Hunter utilizes the Q ball, going back towards his Q contact point. Okay, breaking this pallet here. And drop down this next pallet. Hunter's gonna go around. Oh. Okay, he's able to miss it. He got the charge attack here, and ooh, she goes flying. We'll be able to down the survivor for the first time. Pretty early down here, 70, 80, 40. I guess it's not an early down, but earlier down comparably to others. But it does look like they'll be able to finish up the first cipher machine. Zoo getting ready for the rescue. I guess it isn't like a terrible kite. We have 2 cipher machines completed while she's on chair, so you know, not bad, not bad. And the Puppeteer coming in for the rescue. Okay, safely gets the rescue before half. They're trying to get the body block while he's in puppet form, but he is gonna utilize his puppet form once again, taking that hit, now at half damage. Okay, needs to avoid the cue ball here. Oh, but Hunter changes the trajectory with the contact point, is able to capture her and will be... Why would he drop her down right in front of the pallet? Oh, maybe it was like a misclick. She thought the pallet was gone. You know, there's lots of reasons. You know, people make mistakes. Okay, we'll be going down here. But she did outlast the tide turner. Okay, third cipher machine 68, fourth 35, last cipher machine 24. And it looks like Milkyuk is coming in for the rescue as the survivor with tide turner being the wildling. No wanted order, but it looks like he's gonna utilize the mini abnormals with his contact points for that cipher machine. And the Hunter does spot out the wildling. Only 1 mini stun for the Enchantress. Okay, gonna take a hit here and get the rescue. Looks like she's going to be going out in the open here. The cue ball, oh, gets another capture. Let's not drop her in front of the pallet here. Okay, oh, she flywheels, but he still gets the hit and will be going down here for the final time as she will be sent back to the manor since this is her third chair. Making her way all the way to corner house. Meanwhile, the survivors are healing up. And Hunter is just going to chair her here at Dragon Gate. Utilize the mini abnormal. I mean, I'm sure it's doing its job. And he's going to set up another area here next to the middle cipher. But now he's making his way towards the graveyard again. And it looks like Marimo will be taking the kite. Blinks through and gets a hit onto the Magician. Magician still has Tide Turner, so it's not a very good chase for the side of the survivors. And it looks like it wasn't the Puppeteer that healed up the Wildling, so Puppeteer still at half health. Hunter's going to change targets here after injuring the Magician and going towards the Cipher at middle, where he'll be running into the Wildling. Gonna get on his board immediately, so Hunter might just change targets again. Yeah, he doesn't want to waste time trying to down the Wildling while he's on the board. Going back towards graveyard? Nope, he's gonna go straight back to the Wildling, seeing that the Wildling has gotten off his boar. And it looks like he's gonna have to take this kite here. Doesn't have a lot of distance and will be able to take the first hit. All three survivors, all injured, not looking too good. But they have a lot of Cypher progress. They have a lot of Cyphers because they're going against a Cueist. And ooh, got the illusion out just in time, avoids the hit. Oh, he kidnapped the Magician from across the map with the cue ball. Oh. 4th Cypher Machine completed. And 3 last Cypher Machines, just whichever one they can get primed up. Yeah, I was like, where did the Magician come from? Okay, he's gonna create the contact points around the Graveyard Cypher to stop that progress. Okay, the survivors need to heal up, yeah. Okay, the Puppeteer is going to heal up the Wildling, so now both of them have been healed up by 25%, which doesn't matter because it's going to still take 2 hits to down them. Because this Hunter doesn't have the chip hit ability. He's not going to be going after this Puppeteer because Puppeteer will be able to tank up to 3 hits if he utilizes his puppets correctly. And Hunter going back towards the Magician, who is still at half health, so the Magician has to play very safely. He can't go down. Okay, no, he's not going to go for the Magician. He's just baiting the survivors, going back to the middle Cypher Machine where he will be able to get closer to Zoo. Okay, avoids that charged attack. I think it was a charged attack. Okay, another contact point. Oh, is able to get the cue ball to capture the survivor, down him right in front of him, take the hit. Not able to utilize his puppets, so he may need to go get himself healed again. Okay, Hunter's changing trajectory, going towards the Wildling now, stopping this Cypher from being decoded. And also checking up on the Magician, so lots of Cypher control here, map control. It's going to block off the Magician's Cypher Machine, and the reason why he keeps utilizing the mini abnormal in the graveyard is because these 2 Cypher Machines are they're very close, so he can just keep going back and forth between these 2 Cypher Machines and pressure these 2 Cyphers. The Graveyard Cypher Machine by itself is kind of far away, so he just keeps abnormaling and putting the cue ball on this Cypher Machine so that he can stop this from being decoded and also put pressure on that Cypher Machine while also moving around himself, moving around these 2 Cyphers. So very good Cypher control on this Cueist, and just kind of bad Cypher placement on the last Cypher placement for survivors. It's kind of unfortunate these 2 are too close. Okay, Wildling on his board. Oh, running away. Okay, Hunter's gonna be breaking this pallet. The Cypher with the most progress right now is the 79% Cypher. Seeing that these two cipher machines are not moving, he's just going to go towards the graveyard, seeing that there's a lot of progress on this cipher machine. And we'll be going after the magician. Using his last illusion. Ooh, blinks and we'll be able to down the survivor. The cipher machine with the most progress right now is gonna have a survivor chariot here, so more more pressure on the survivors, but the wildling can definitely come in for this rescue because he's on his board, and he can take a hit, so it should be fine. But the question is, will they be able to prime the other cipher machine in time? Right now the other cipher machine is at 79%, so he's just gonna stay on his board and get the rescue before half. Well, as soon as I said that, he did get off of his board, but is able to get the rescue before half, but immediate hit onto the magician. But this is fine because the wildling's still at full health, so he can still get the second rescue and just buy more time. Ooh, cheering out the last cipher machine at 97, 90. Okay, it's primed now, but is the mini abnormal going to come into effect anytime soon? Wildling needs to hurry up and come in for this rescue. The hunter's going to set up his contact points there and also probably going to put his cue ball there. Okay, going to get the immediate rescue. He is able to get away and they're going to pop. Okay, the wildling's board is going to take this hit, but he doesn't have enough distance here. And the hunter's going to catch up here really quickly, gets a charge attack, and is able to down the survivor immediately. Marino opening up that graveyard cipher machine only at 35%. As soon as the wildling goes down, survivors are going to get off the cipher machines. And hunter has blink and no trump cards, so it's just going to stay blink. Break the pallet here. Okay, got the charge attack and is able to down this magician as well. Zoo, however, has opened up that exit key, so it's looking like a one-man escape so far. Dungeon's middle, hunter's going to be going to check on the wildling. Wildling has gotten back up. He doesn't have his board quite yet. Okay, he's going to wait here at the area. Oh, but the cue ball gets him and we'll be able to down him once again. No self-heal, so the hunter can just go straight for the magician next. Creating a direct path to the magician, and it doesn't look like he's able to get up. Okay, he's swaying just in case he got up right away. But we'll be able to cheer this magician, and so yeah, this will ensure the one-man escape for the side of CFY. A QTD versus FL. Whoever wins will be the next team that's qualified for the Koa group stage. We're gonna have the Cueist on Ever Sleeping Town heading towards second story middle. Can go straight into his demon form so he can check the second floor here. He will be running into the professor. Professor already vaulting, so he's gonna go right back into his demon form so that he doesn't have to vault this window. Oh, he's a little close here. We'll be able to hit him through this window for the first time. However, now the professor's inside of graveyard, he can also just contain the hunter here the entire time. Lots of pallets to work with, and also very far from his okay. We'll be able to get that vault as soon as the hunter gets out of his demon form. Gonna vault as the hunter walks around. He's just gonna break this pallet since he's doing pretty good loop around this area. Hunter is slowly closing in, so that means, oh, we got the cue ball also coming in here. He's gonna flywheel to avoid the cue ball. Nice job on this survivor. He's gonna need to utilize his shell shock. Oh, and since he wasn't able to utilize his shell shock, this will be the first down. A pretty early down, I would say. 70, 60, and 39 on the cipher progress. Maycan already coming in for the rescue. Okay, we got tinnitus, so the hunter isn't gonna leave this area. He may. Yeah, he's gonna create some contact points so that he could get the abnormal. That one is not... Okay, yeah, he's gonna redo his contact points to abnormal that cipher machine. And the first officer utilizing his pocket watch is coming in for the first rescue. Okay, he's just gonna buy some time. He's not quite at the halfway point. The chair isn't quite at the halfway point. Okay, Hunter's gonna get a swing here, and that's gonna allow him to get the rescue before half with Ty Turner. He is gonna utilize this time to go away from the first officer. Gonna set up a cue ball here, so now he can't use his pallet, so he's just gonna be taking a hit here instead. Oh, he tried to time the shell shock, but wasn't able to do so. We'll be going down here for the second time as soon as the Ty Turner runs out. Okay, he's gonna drop a scale here. 2 Cypher Machines. Oh, we got the Archer coming in here for the harass. And he's in the nice out open here. It's gonna be a pretty good, yeah, we're gonna be able to get the 100% laceration right away. But the immediate hit onto the Professor. Still out in the open here. It's gonna be pretty easy to get another laceration. Got the back bow laceration. She needs to just hit him one more time. Oh no, she's not able to. Wait, let's see. Oh, she tried to, but she missed. So we'll be able to cheer him here for the second time. We have the Puppeteer with Ty Turner, and it looks like Morin is coming in for the rescue. I'm just gonna abnormal Mayken Cypher Machine again. And that's gonna allow the little Puppeteer to approach the chair without the hunter noticing. Okay, a little bit of mind games here around the objects or the gravestones. I'm gonna go straight into his puppet form. Oh, but he gets captured and he's put too far away from the chair, and the survivor is going to go back to the manor. Oh, he didn't think of... Yeah, so there are certain hunters that you have to go rescue early because you have to bait out the cue ball. But he wasn't able to do that, so it looks like the hunter was able to send the first survivor to the manor. I mean, that was a pretty good cue ball right there. Okay, got the cue ball coming in here once again. Oh, we'll be able to blink for the first time. Yeah, the survivors didn't know the hunter's trait. He doesn't have trump card, so that's going to be his only trait the entire game. But Cueist, they don't usually need trump card because he can just set up contact points and go around like the entirety of the map and like abnormal the Cypher Machine. So he has lots of versatility. So we're going to set up another triangle here to continuously abnormal the Cypher Machine. Pressuring this one cipher for most of the entirety of the game. Okay, we're gonna get a rescue here by the... Okay, we're gonna get the laceration, but we'll be able to hit 3 survivors are all injured. They may need to heal up because they don't have that last Cypher Machine. The laceration effects will take... The lacerations will take effect. The 100% laceration will take effect. Hunter continuously chasing Mayken off of his Cypher Machine by utilizing the cue balls and getting the abnormals is going to be able to get a hit onto him. And he has a 5-second Ty Turner that will run out, and the hunter is not going to be cheering this first officer. He's going straight back to the Cypher Machine Morin here. He can utilize his puppets, so he can tank one more hit before going down. Was able to throw down this pallet just in time. And the blink is still on cooldown at 68 seconds. We'll be able to take the hit. Ooh, was that an Undaunted? So Hunter's going to be bringing Mayken to the chair for the first time since he doesn't want him to heal up. And he can also chair him next to the Cypher Machine, that way he has more Cypher control. They may have to start a new Cypher Machine, but it looks like... I mean, what are they going to do? Both the Puppeteer has to heal up the Archer because Puppeteer can't get healed because of his ability. Hunter's going to be setting up... Okay, Hunter's going to be setting up the cute contact points on the Puppeteer's Cypher Machine. Morin all the way at the graveyard. Okay, no, he's going to be abnormaling. Okay. No one can get this rescue because Cat's at half health and he only has 1 bow. So she's just feeding tinnitus. Or she's not even feeding tinnitus. Hunter doesn't even have tinnitus. She's just hiding. What do they plan on doing? And this is also the best of 5s. So they will have more chances to make up for their losses. But... Okay, it looks like Cat's able to finish up his Cypher Machine. Okay, 4 Cypher Machines completed. Last Cypher Machine 49. That keeps getting abnormaled. It used to be 80. All the way down to 34 so far. Hunter going towards the Puppeteer. Okay, dashing back and forth there. Kind of like the opera singer in her shadow form. Going to be checking the area. No tinnitus being triggered, so he's going to be transitioning back towards the Dragon Gate area. No, he's at the middle. Morin's currently working on the Graveyard Cypher Machine, and the Puppeteer's at the Old Geisha House corner. And Hunter's going to be going for this Archer instead. Idealistically, on the side of the survivors, the reason why the Archer... Oh, it was... I thought it was the opposite. Okay, Hunter's gonna blink and down the Puppeteer. And the Hunter's gonna be going for her slugging method because the ciphers they don't have enough cipher progress and possible 4-mana elimination. Looking like a very high possibility for that 4-mana elimination. We'll be heading towards Cat, who is transitioning away from Corner House, making her way towards Fake Gate. Hunter just trying to get Tinnitus to be triggered as he's making his way all across the map. Tinnitus is triggered at this corner, so he's going to get out of his demon form and start searching for this survivor. Okay, he's going to be checking the grass patches, all the little pallets here, and Tinnitus disappears, so now he knows he's searching in the wrong direction. He's going to go towards Fake Gate where Cat is currently at. And he's going to catch up quickly with his demon form because, why not? Moririn not healing himself up. He's just going to crawl all the way towards what looks like Corner House. Oh, is able to get the capture with the cue ball immediately and down this archer. And he's going to be picking her up, taking her towards the puppeteer, or just going to be, oh, it looks like he's just going to chair her outside of the... No, he's not going to be chairing her. He's going to be dropping her closer to the puppeteer. Puppeteer crawled quite the distance, almost all the way at Corner House here, but Tinnitus won't be triggered, so he's just going to have to search the entire vicinity. Currently not looking in the right places. Good mind games on the puppeteer. Okay, Corner House is... I don't know which one it is. It's the 66% cipher machine? Or is that the graveyard cipher? We would never know. Okay, now he's heading towards the old geisha house, looking back at the archer to make sure he kind of knows where she's at. And it looks like she's gonna finally be able to spot out this puppeteer. He's not going out, he just wants to bleed out. Okay, never mind. Oh! Okay, he's gonna be going down immediately and he's gonna be bleeding out. That's why I was like, why didn't he use his puppet so that the archer can get the dungeon? We have one arrow. We can't miss this arrow. Okay, sidesteps the cue ball. Hunter continuously hiding. She needs to be very patient here. She needs to get the 100% arrow, okay? He's gonna change the trajectory of the cue ball. Hold it all! But blinks and downs her immediately, and that's gonna be a 4-man. So far, we have 1 round win on QTD side, 1 round win on FL side. QTD on the total number of points does have 1 point advantage at the moment. We're gonna see Hasha going after Yomi 1. Immediately going inside of a shovel as he throws down this pallet. Hunter has to break this pallet, especially when you're going against Gravekeepers, because he can just hide underneath this pallet the entire time. We're going to also see ZZ actually threw down this pallet for the Gravekeeper. Hunter just changing targets to the Embalmer. Oh! Catches him on the wrong side of this pallet, will be able to injure the survivor for the first time. He's going to utilize his contact points to start abnormaling that cipher machine while still going for this Embalmer. In a sense, in a way, it might be benefiting the survivors that the Hunter is chasing the survivor that can rescue himself, but at the same time, he can't go down too early because then the benefits will be lost, because if he utilizes his coffin right away, that's also an insta-rescue, so he's not going to be able to buy as much time, but is going to be able to blink through and will be able to down the survivor for the first time. 70, 60, 20, pretty early down here. Since one cipher machine was disrupted and Hunter just changed targets, the coffin is out, but he's not going to utilize his coffin quite yet. We can see survivors have to come in for this rescue, and the Gravekeeper is already in his shovel making his way to get the rescue. Hunter does have first presence, so he does have the cue ball available, and that can be pretty tricky. But it looks like she's going to be able to transition out, going towards the middle. 2 pallets here to work with, but now you have to be able to dodge this cue ball as well. Now she's going to be forced to... yeah, it's going to be... He's going to connect to the contact points. Is able to... Oh! He releases the survivor on the other side of the pallet, and that's going to allow him to transition out. Hunter's going to go into his Maxwell demon form. Oh, at this pallet, he misses the pallet stun. It looked like he was inside of the pallet, but we'll be able to get a little bit of an assistance here by the doctor. She can just take a hit here, and oh, but the Hunter is able to get the capture onto the... Who was that? Someone got kidnapped and took the hit for him. It was Doctor. And we'll be able to capture this survivor. Once again, we'll be able to down him for the second time. Hunter should know where his coffin is because it was nearby the area he was decoding, so he couldn't have put the coffin too far. It's going to be towards Yomi. We can see that the doctor has healed herself back up, and she's going to go into the demon form to head towards the coffin. You can see he's abnormaling this cipher machine, and the protective bubble here for a little bit during his resurrection phase will be finished. Hunter's gonna just be setting up the contact points. So he's forced to vault because he put a contact point there with the cue ball, so then he's gonna vault to go the other way, and then the Hunter just is able to down the survivor for the final time, sending the first survivor back to the manor. 3 cipher machines completed, 67 and 46 on the last 2 cipher machines, heading towards Lion Pagoda. We can see that the survivors are healing up and is able to get the heal off, so that's gonna buy quite a lot of time for them. But now the cipher abnormal starts, and that's gonna be quite troublesome. Hunter's gonna be going after Yomi 1, the Gravekeeper. Still 2 shovels left to work with. Trying to get the cue ball to capture him. Is able to capture him just as he's going inside of his shovel. Will be able to get the hit here for the first time. Well, technically it's the second time because he got the hit when he was getting the rescue, but after he was healed up, this is the first time. Maybe I should just not say that, and then it wouldn't have to explain it. Well, he's going to be inside of his shovel. Quite a lot of time hits outside of his shovel. Still 1 more shovel to work with, but it's on a 9-second cooldown, and the Hunter's going to go straight back into his demon form and connect the contact point so he can catch up to the survivor on the other side of the pallet. So he's going to be throwing this down, but the cue ball's waiting for him. Hunter's going to blink through and we'll be able to down it. Cipher machines primed. Endgame situation. 3 survivors up and running. Yomi is going to be working at this pallet. Cue ball should be... Oh no, it looks like he's able to get hit out of his shovel, but he is able to take that detention hit when he's inside of his shovel form. Exit gates are being opened up. 2 survivors are freely going towards that exit gate. Hunter has trunk card. He needs to down the survivor. Okay, we'll be able to down the survivor and quickly teleport because the exit gate isn't quite open yet. But it looks like he's going to chair the survivor first, and that's going to allow the exit gate to be open, and that's a 2-man escape for the side of QTD survivors. And he also already utilized Blink, so he can't. AXIZ Hunter going against AWG survivors. Cueist on Lakeside Village. Round 2, second half. If he wants to tie, he needs to get 2-man elimination. If he wants to win, he needs to get a 3-man elimination. Gonna go straight into his demon form. Tried to mind game at this pallet, or just ended up on the wrong side of the wall. Kersarabi. The contact points have connected. She's made her way towards the pallet, safely being able to drop it down. He's going to be breaking this pallet as she transitions out, making her way towards the ship. Will be utilizing her stun gun since she's out in the open. And we can see Cueist always brings insolence because you want to get that first hit and be able to unlock his cue ball, because then he just limits the options for survivors. They can't just camp at pallets or just spam pallets. Oh, blink, but he misses. But she's not able to get enough distance, so she will be able to take the first hit as she's making her way to the second floor. I thought there was a survivor. She's going to immediately vault down. Hunter's just going to go down with the demon form because it's much faster and he doesn't have to vault that area. And we're going to get the kidnap with the cue ball, putting her down at this pallet, and we'll be able to down her for the first time. 90, 80, 60. So cipher progress actually very good against the Cueist. We've been seeing Cueist downing survivors pretty early, but 2 ciphers have been completed. 3rd cipher machine 62. Also because this is a big map, so it's usually harder for survivors. Her chair has been relocated by the escapologist, and MCO feeding tinnitus. Let's see, we have the escapologist and the fire investigator both have tie turner, and this fire investigator is going to get the first rescue. Taking a hit and getting the rescue before half with tie turner. Oh, right. Okay, we see, I thought it was the fire investigator, but it is the coordinator that runs into the hunter so that the hunter doesn't go after the fire investigator and it's not a double down situation. Kisarabi will be going down at the shore far corner in the water so that she can just buy a little more time, because your movement is slowed down while you walk in the water. But I feel like she should have walked on the sand and then went to inside deeper into the water. That way she would have gotten more distance, but I mean, it's just a little bit of difference. Not too much. Okay, we have the cue ball going and pushing the fire investigator off his cipher machine. Hunter's gonna relocate the chair all the way to ship's second story. That's gonna allow the hunter, take the hunter away and stop her from, oh, and an immediate rescue because the hunter couldn't get there in time because he was trying to pressure the cipher on which the fire investigator was currently at. Oh, drop down hit and we'll be able to get the hit onto the coordinator. And that is the third down for the coordinator, last chair, so she will be returning to the manor, but 4 cipher machines completed on the last cipher machine at 50, so cipher progress is good, but Cueist, with that abnormal and going back and forth, does tend to give survivors a hard time, but at the same time, this is a very big map, and the ciphers, the last ciphers are very far apart. Hunter is going to be pressuring the meteorologist cipher machine, but it looks like the cipher with the most progress is the cipher at the exit gate. Is it? Or is it MCO cipher machine? Well, 36, 24, and 8%. So they're working on all 3 ciphers because you don't know which one the hunter is going to be at. Normally, we're going to utilize the airbag to transition away. Hunter's going to be getting rid of the 1 airbag so that the fire investigator has less items to utilize. Going towards AEZ, who is at full health, and he has misdirection, so not the most ideal chase. Will be taking a hit here. Misdirection eating that 50% damage. Will be utilizing his last smoke screen to contain the hunter for a little bit longer while the 2 survivors decode. Ooh, will be hitting him outside of the smoke screen. 2 survivors at half health. And the hunter going towards Burio to cipher machine. As soon as the hunter approaches, she's going to leave entirely because the hunter can pressure you, and then he can pressure you with the cue ball as well. And back on his demon form, back in his demon form, we'll be heading back towards the shore gate. No one around. And heading back towards the fire investigator, but he's already left, and those 2 survivors are meeting up so that they could get some heal off. And the hunter seems to notice this, so he's gonna change his trajectory and go towards these 2 survivors. They're gonna split up because if Hunter's chasing both of them, neither of them can really get some cipher progress in. And we'll be able to down the escapologist for the first time. Last 2 cipher machines, both around 60%, will be cheering him outside. Well, not outside, but at the triple window walled area. MCO taking over the meteorologist cipher machine as meteorologist comes in for the rescue. She has a wind ready. I would expect her to have a cloud ready. And Hunter's gonna be pushing MCO off of his cipher machine once again. He might just want to come all the way just to abnormal this cipher, but we'll utilize the airbag to create some distance and make his way inside of this pallet. Oh, he falls into the hunter. Oh, he might have misclicked, and the hunter can see that the meteorologist is healing up the survivor, so then he has to go back to the chair because he doesn't want to allow that rain cloud to register, so that he'll be healed up, and then there's more options left for the survivors. Sees the blood trails of AEZ, and it looks like he'll be taking the chase once again. Was able to vault this pallet. He's gonna go around. Oh, Blink messes up! We'll be able to transition all the way towards the double pallet area. Not the strongest area though. When did that... Was that window always there? That was the new... That window was one of the new adjustments. Oh, Cypher Machine's primed, but he picks it up just in time! They pop the Cypher Machines, but... Oh, it doesn't matter because the Escapologist does not have Tide Turner. Hunter is going to be able to... Oh, I thought he was going to teleport, but he doesn't have teleport. He has Blink. But he can still get another man eliminated here because the Escapologist was sent back to the manor. Hunter has not tinnitus. Hunter has detention going back towards Cornfield. Baroto at the Cornfield gate, but as soon as the Hunter changes direction, she is going to be leaving this area entirely. But if the Hunter walks a little bit closer, she's going to get tinnitus and it's going to disappear as he walks towards the exit gate, which he's not currently doing. So he realizes she's going towards the triple windows because she can't really kite near the exit gate with those two pallets. Gonna get the wind push, get some distance. But exit gate's still not being opened up. Okay, on the other side of the wall. Oh, it looks like she's gonna take a hit here. Wasn't able to push the Hunter further away. Will be able to tear the Survivor for the first time, but the exit gate is open, and that's a one-man escape for the side of AWG Survivors. Giving AXIZ the win.